following day 2 in a federal court case where a Lee County man is suing 2 Fort Myers police officers, accusing them of excessive force.
Fox 4's Colton Chavez is live outside the federal courthouse in downtown Fort Myers right now. Colton, a lot of the focus being put on this body camera footage, which is actually very good quality video that shows the officers using a taser on this man who filed the lawsuit against them.
That's right, Patrick, and that body cam footage that we've been showing you, and we're going to show you again in a little bit, showing police officers tasing the plaintiff, Holly Jones, which he says was excessive force. My apologies there. Now, the lawyer for Holly Jones also bringing up that 911 phone call today, talking about how that better proves their case. Now, I couldn't bring you that 911 call, but what I can do is I can describe it to you because cameras are not allowed inside this federal building. But a lot like that video that both sides have been showing, the 911 call today serving a purpose for both sides of trying to better prove their case. Now, on that phone call, you'll hear a woman tell a 911 operator that an African-American man in a black shirt and green pants was disturbing people at the 7-Eleven in a Lehigh Acres parking lot, and she believed he was under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Now, responding, Jones' lawyer said his client was not wearing green pants, but instead gray cargo shorts, and he was inside, not outside the 7-Eleven when the officers accused, in this case, the Christian Robles and Andrew Barlow, who fired the taser, approached him. Now, on the stand, as Jones' lawyer asked Officer Barlow, he asked him why he did that when they say Jones did nothing wrong, including asking the officer about the conversation outside of the store. Now, he said in court today, did you believe Mr. Jones had committed a crime when talking outside? Barlow then responded saying, we were just trying to get him outside. Now, this is when Jones' lawyer says since his client was not breaking the law, that he didn't need to listen or even stay with officers at that time. Now, the officer's lawyer is saying that when Jones started to leave officers to go back inside that 7-Eleven, that he was evading, and that's what gave them the ability to use that taser. Now, they also said that they wanted to go back to the 911 phone call where the woman said she described somebody being under the influence of drugs or alcohol. As a reminder, yesterday, Jones did say during testimony that he admitted he was high on marijuana during that time and that police officers found 4.9 grams of heroin in his pocket. So the officer's lawyer then asked Barlow if he thought Jones evaded because he knew he had drugs in his pocket, or if Officer Barlow answered quickly saying, yes, he did believe so. Now, Officer Barlow also confirming that that black Ford SUV that you heard the 911 call describe in the beginning of this story, they were able to tie that to Jones because the keys they found in his pocket were to that black SUV that was parked at the pump. Now, this is going to be a developing story. We're going to be back here again tomorrow at this exact location, and we'll be sure to give you all the details both online and on air. We're live in downtown Fort Myers tonight. I'm Colton Chavez, Fox 4.